Hey guys, I'm in Vegas. Just thought I'd check in and I don't know, I'm about to go to the pool. I don't really know what to talk about. I just really feel called to say, hey, what's up? And make sure that every day you're trying to live your best life, have fun. Even if you can't afford to do a lot of things, you could still just view life in a positive way and make, if you have to drive to the grocery store, then see it as a little like trip or vacation, just being in the car, put on your favorite music, get out of your head, or get in your head if you need that. Just listen to your soul calling for what you need in every moment. Move slow, smile, be grateful, take time to appreciate things, and always try to find the good in a situation, because when you focus your brain towards the positive aspect of something, even if it seems like the worst case scenario, if you can find like one thing to be grateful for, it trains your brain to find the positives in life. And no matter what happens over time, you will start to only find the positive things, and the universe will also give you more things to be grateful for because it knows you're looking for them. So, even if the only thing that you can find is, how is this like working in divine timing? Whatever situation that's playing out in my life right now, how is it being led by the energy of creation? How are things minutely coming together in weird ways, and it's allowing the big picture to be something that's worth it to me, or, like I was late for my flight. Okay, I got there when I should. My flight was at 4:05. I parked in long-term parking. Usually there's a shuttle every 5 to 10 minutes. Well, the shuttle was an hour. Everybody was freaking out at the shuttle stop and calling, and they're like, oh yeah, bus is coming, and never came. So then when the bus finally came, I get a text from Southwest that my flight has been moved up to 3:45. I'm like, oh my God. So then I had to check a bag because I'm in Vegas on a bowling tournament. So cool. And I was secretly like a little old lady. And so I had to check my bowling ball. And the lady that was like checking my bag like wasn't signed into her computer, talking to the person next to her. I'm like, I'm gonna be late. And she's like, yeah, your flight's boarding right now. I'm like, I know. Like, please can we hurry this process along? So I'm literally like going through TSA, like screaming, like, my flight's boarding, can I get in front of everybody? And like people are letting me in front of them, and it was like, I was literally running to my gate, and I get there completely empty. The guy's like, oh, we already locked the door. I'm like, are you kidding me? He's like, no, just kidding. He's like, I'm gonna have a heart attack, don't scare me. And I'm like all out of breath, and I was just so stressed getting on that airplane. I was the last person on. There's no room for my luggage. There's no seats. It was like, oh my God. And then the flight got delayed for like an hour because of storms. And so we all just sat in the plane for an hour. And I just thought that was so hilarious because I was like rushing and just thinking like, it's not working out for me, it's not gonna work out for me. But like I knew it would, because it always does. So, no matter what, I figure if I would have missed the plane, something would have been wrong with that plane, my next flight would have been better. You know what I mean? Like, you always have to have that mindset of it's always working out for me no matter how it goes wrong. You know, if you're running late, maybe you avoided a car accident. If you know, just, I've had so many scenarios where that is like so true. And then I just saw everybody was like so pissed off that we had to wait for an hour on the plane. And I just saw it as time for me to like mellow my energy and, you know, listen to some music. I could talk on the phone because we're not taking off. I could, you know, gather myself. So that I could have like a peaceful flight and not be like, yeah. So, yeah, like everything about this whole trip just like really worked out that kind of way where it was like I was supposed to go with somebody and then that didn't work out, and so I was assuming that they were gonna pay, you know, I had bought their flight and I had paid for the hotel, and then they were gonna pay me back for the flight, pay me for half the hotel, then they ended up not going. Like a glitch in the Southwest system allowed me to cancel their ticket and get refunded, which never happens. Usually they would get the ticket and they could just change the date because it's in their name already. But it like worked out. My freaking hotel, my grandmother's staying in a different hotel. Her friend that she's staying with, so we're all in the same bowling league, got sick. So I got to cancel my hotel, like, you know, 4 days of my hotel, and I'm just gonna go stay at hers for free. So I saved like $500 or something. It was crazy. And then, you know, just things are just like always working out. And as long as you see that and you are grateful, thank you, universe, that everything is always working out for me. Thank you. It just keeps happening and it's beautiful. And just, you know, follow your instincts, follow your joy, and show gratitude, and it'll always work out for you guys. So I love you, and I hope you're having a beautiful weekend. And you know, I don't know, look, this is my, hold on, my view. I don't know if you can see it, but it's pretty cool, like the mountains and stuff. It's not like the strip view, but it's a very beautiful to wake up. And I got to pick my room number when I checked in on a kiosk. It was like, it gave you like 10 options of room numbers, and I got to pick the one I wanted, and 16 is my lucky number, so, which should tell me about my life because that's the Tower card in tarot. But yeah, that's always been my lucky number. So I picked my room number based on that, and I got the most spectacular view of like the mountains. And I just sit here every morning. I've been drinking my coffee, and it's like paradise. So bye guys, love you.